You are listening to episode 7 of the Aligned Actor podcast. And you might also be listening to some leaf blowers outside. But that's okay. We're going to go with it. So this episode is all about celebrating. And it was inspired by the fact that this week in America, we are celebrating the 4th of July, American Independence Day. And I was driving home from the grocery store the other day and I thought, isn't it funny that we celebrate the day we declared our independence and started a big old war, rather than the day many, many, many years later when we actually won our independence? And that kind of reminded me of the manifesting idea of celebrating in advance of achieving my desire. And yes, it's not a perfect analogy because, we're celebrating in hindsight that we won our independence and we're celebrating the day that we declared it. And, so it's not perfect because we did win the war and we are celebrating the result. But just go with me. It's a lot of fun, and it was really fun for me to think about and kick these ideas around in my brain. And I came up with some interesting new mindset things for myself. And I really liked them, and I think they're definitely things that I'm going to incorporate into my mindset work going forward. So I decided to share these ideas with you. Please enjoy. Welcome to the Aligned Actor podcast. I'm Amy Schlerb, and I am an actor and a student of conscious creation, looking to learn, grow, and share my experiences with you so that together we can master our mindsets and manifest the careers of our dreams. Let's play. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the podcast. Also, happy 4th of July if you live in America, or if you don't live in America and you just like celebrating American holidays. Hey, that's fun too. It's American Independence Day this week, and I'm excited because I get to watch the movie Independence Day, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. It's just super fun, and because I just enjoy celebrating things in general. If you follow me on any of my social media, you've probably seen me post about celebrating and my personal motto of ABC, always be celebrating. I celebrate auditions, meetings, callbacks, bookings, of course, breakthroughs in class. Anything and everything that I can think of to celebrate with regard to my acting career is fair game and absolutely worth celebrating. And, I don't throw like some big party for each of these things, but, I like to acknowledge it and I like to feel happy about it for as long as possible. So that's kind of my own personal way of doing celebrating of all of these things. Like this week, just today actually, I decided to get new headshots. And so I'm celebrating the excitement of taking that career step. So that's fun. Anyway, you get the idea. I love celebrating. And with the 4th of July holiday this week, I'm reminded of celebrating, and it got me thinking about celebrating, and specifically about why it is that we celebrate July 4th, essentially the start of the Revolutionary War, and not the end or the result of the war, us actually winning our independence on September 3rd, 1783. Full disclosure, I had to look that up online because, we don't celebrate it, so it's not really a thing. It's not really a date that sticks in your mind like July 4th, because we celebrate it every year. So anyway, we celebrate the decision to become independent. We don't celebrate the end result of actually becoming independent. We celebrate the day that we declared to Great Britain and to the world, hey, we're making a change over here. We're making a new country. Okay, thanks, bye. We don't celebrate the day we actually won our independence. And I find that very interesting for us to consider as actors and as conscious creators. Now, as actors, we normally celebrate the result, right? The end of the war, so to speak. Booking the job or signing with the agent, all of these sorts of things. But what if we started celebrating before the result? What if as actors we celebrated, quote unquote, July 4th instead of September 3rd? I think that could be fun. Now, side note, there's a plane going over. Again, get used to those. But also, side note, I realized that this analogy of using the Revolutionary War and July 4th, September 3rd, those types of things, is not exactly perfect because, yes, the only reason that we actually celebrate July 4th is because we did win the war. We did achieve the result that we wanted. We achieved independence. And I realized that if we had lost, neither of these dates would mean anything. But, let's just play with this idea of celebrating because the way I'm thinking of it in two different ways that I think are pretty fun for us as conscious creators and as actors. So the first way I'm thinking of this idea of celebrating our own personal July 4th, quote unquote, as it were, as actors, is I think it's important to celebrate and acknowledge when we make the decision to change our lives and show up for ourselves in a new way. Okay? So when we declare our goals, when we declare our independence, quote unquote, so to speak, and decide to go after them. Because I've heard manifesting teachers talk about how important it is to decide that I'm going to have something. Not that I'm gonna kind of try to get this thing. No, that I'm going to have it. It is mine. I mean, think of America. The founding fathers weren't like, so, hey, we're gonna try to go it alone for a while over here, and we're just gonna see how it goes. Is that cool? No, it's called the Declaration of Independence, not the trial separation from the crown with the eventual goal of maybe independence. No. We declared, we decided, and then we didn't back down from that decision when things got rough. We went to war for years. Now that's some commitment to a decision. And I think that's worth celebrating that decision. Now the second way I'm thinking of this personal July 4th idea is that I like the idea of celebrating before I achieve the result. Now, again, yes, I realize that the only reason that we celebrate July 4th is because we did win the war. But just go with me on this because I think it's fun and I think it will help our manifesting. So at the core of manifesting is this idea of feeling now how you would feel when you have your desire. So guys, we gotta be celebrating like we booked it all the time. So let's celebrate all the little things that bring us closer and closer to that big goal that we would normally reserve all our celebrations for. Let's celebrate getting new headshots, or celebrate submitting for something on Actors Access, or doing a workshop, or going to an audition, or meeting with our agent. Celebrate it all, because any one of those things could be our July 4th. Maybe this is the audition where I meet that director who doesn't think I'm quite right for this part, but ends up hiring me for a bunch of things in the future. When I walk into that room, what ball could I be setting in motion? We don't know. Will I one day look back on this audition and think, wow, that was the start of a lot of really cool stuff for my career? And I want to start celebrating that audition and what that audition could result in now. So what could you celebrate right now as if it's your July 4th? Can you celebrate both the decision to go after your goal and celebrate the achievement of your goal in advance? That's what I'm going to be trying to do. No. If I learn anything from the founding fathers, I am declaring that that's what I'm doing. I declare that is what I'm going to be doing from now on. I'm going to celebrate my decision to go after my goal, and I'm going to celebrate the achievement of that goal in advance. And I hope you'll join me. So come play with us in the Facebook group. You can find that by going to facebook.com/groups/the Aligned Actor Community. We're having a lot of fun there, and I think you should get in on that party because it's a lot of fun. And parties are fun, and parties are like celebrating, and that's what this whole episode is about. So yeah, come join us. Let me know what you think of this idea of celebrating our decisions and celebrating in advance of our results. And happy 4th of July! Okay guys, see you next time. Bye-bye! Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. If you feel inspired to do so, please subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast with your actor pals so that more people can enjoy the good vibes. Also, be sure to join the Aligned Actor community on Facebook by going to facebook.com/groups/the Aligned Actor community. That's the place where this podcast gets interactive. It's a pretty fun party. You're going to want to get in on it. Until next time, remember, you are an amazing actor and you are creating the career of your dreams. Congrats!